now for our next news special report.
Tonight we've got a revelation that could shake the very foundations of our republic. While our very own President Joe Biden was struggling to stay awake during a crucial meeting in Israel, a concerning alliance was solidifying in the East. Russia's Vladimir Putin, with the infamous nuclear football at his side, met with China's Xi Jinping. Their conversation building an alternative world order. And trust me, the depth of this alliance should have all of us alarmed. But why should you care? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into tonight. So don't change the channel, because by the end of this special report, in my final thought, you'll understand the weight of this moment. It's one of those times in history where if you blink, you might just miss a tectonic shift. Ladies and gentlemen, these are grave times. It's essential that we grasp the unfolding geopolitical landscape. First, let's go straight to Beijing. Benjamin Picton, who's a senior macro strategist at Rabobank, he points out the theme of common threats between Russia and China. As the West grapples with its own issues, the East strengthens its ties, bringing into focus an alternative world order. And stunningly, the mainstream Western press largely overlooked this significant meeting. But Putin didn't hold back post-meeting his details that were discussed on the Middle East with Xi, and highlighted the external threats that Russia and China face together. The message: unity against common adversaries. And here's the kicker. While the world was fixated on these political maneuvers, Putin was spotted in Beijing, trailed by officials carrying the nuclear football. Watch. And there you can see Vladimir Putin. Chilling moment there in Beijing. And there is the nuclear football, ready at notice. And the implications are chilling. Now, while all this was unfolding, what was happening on the Israel front? Well, Biden's trip to Tel Aviv intended to signal U.S. support, but instead raised even more concerns. In the midst of increasing Middle Eastern conflict, Biden promises of unprecedented support for Israel aren't calming fears. In fact, Bloomberg's headline puts it perfectly. Biden's Israel visit failed to allay fears of a broader conflict. If that wasn't concerning enough, well, just take a look at this clip.
You know, years ago I asked the Secretary of State when he and I were working in the Senate to write something for him, and he said, he wrote a line that I think is appropriate. He said, it's not, we lead, not just, well, I won't go into it, I'll wait later. Taking too much time.
Oh my goodness. Biden can't even stay awake during an absolutely crucial meeting. Is it any wonder that nations sense an opportunity to advance their agendas? Before we proceed, here's a message you mustn't ignore. In these unpredictable times, staying informed is more crucial than ever. That's why I need you to subscribe to our channel and ensure you never miss a critical update. Our commitment delivering clear, factual news straight to your screens, because in our republic, knowledge is power. Now let's continue. The tensions are palpable. Countries like Lebanon, Jordan, and Egypt are all on high alert. The situation further complicated by embassies scaling back and travel advisories pouring in. And then there's Xi's Belt and Road Initiative. Putin isn't just supporting it, he's praising its potential to shape a fairer, multipolar world. Putin and Xi's shared vision, a world where nations respect each other's unique paths to development, pushing back against Western calls for human rights and political freedom. And the tension doesn't end there. As Israel's conflict escalates with the Gaza Strip, the Palestinian death toll is tragically soaring. The U.S. recently blocked a UN resolution calling for a Gaza ceasefire. And guess what? Pro-China sentiments are being echoed by top Palestinian officials predicting China's imminent global leadership. Look at that headline there. Moreover, Putin, despite being wanted by the International Criminal Court and shunned by the West, has voiced support for the Palestinian cause. He's been in communication with Arab leaders seeking peace and advocating for a two-state solution. And it's not just China. Even North Korea is joining in this shifting dynamic. Take a look. That right there is one of Russia's top officials in North Korea. So what does this all signify? New partnerships, new alliances, and a world in flux. Ladies and gentlemen, as we wrap up tonight's segment, we must stress just how close we are to the brink of World War III. At this pivotal junction in history, it's not time to be complacent. While the president's weary eyes may be closed during pivotal meetings, ours must remain wide open. Our adversaries are watching, testing, engaging the strength of America. The East is uniting, creating new partnerships that challenge the established order. Their eyes are set on global dominance, and the beacon of freedom that America represents is under threat. President Joe Biden's apparent weakness is not just a domestic concern, it's become the world's concern. We must be vigilant, informed, and prepared for any eventuality. Our republic depends on it. Let it be a wake-up call to all of us. Now is not the time to fall asleep at the wheel.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.